Almost 2 months ago, I did a live stream when we were hitting $32,000 on Bitcoin. A significant high, especially now that we have dropped significantly in price. But this is where a great journey began, because I was doing a live stream and at the time analyzing the price action live, after which most people that were watching it, including members of the tribe, were actually able to trade it as a short trade after we got rejected of it. The live stream done as we were hitting a key level at the time on the 6th of July, after which we have seen a significant decrease in price. Based off of that reaction, I've generated a fresh and new bearish Elliott wave count done on, well, pretty much 4 days later. Posted this in our community, where I expected ultimately an entire retracement all the way to $24,000. Keep in mind, this was when we were trading at $32,000 and everybody was looking at $36,000, $38,000 or even $50,000. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video where I am going to give you no nonsense analysis. We look at the market facts, and as you can see, we are more often correct than not. Then, we are not shouting here random levels, but we are doing diligent work, tough research, and essentially just go from there. So as you know, I've done a live stream after the drop. This count played out really brilliantly. We had the drop all the way to $24,000, and then based off of that, 1 month later, I did a live stream of which I want to show you a small snippet of, and then we can use that to make a plan and give you all an update on what I am expecting next to happen on Bitcoin. And that would increase the probability of this being the low. At the moment, I'm not very convinced that this is the final low just yet. I'm not expecting this to happen. I said this also on Friday in the tribe. I'm not expecting this to happen the next day. More likely to actually put in a range, which is exactly what we're doing right now, before we are going to make a further progression of the chart, whether that is going to the upside first or to the downside first. At the moment really is 50-50. So all we can do for the day trading part is simply trading this range, long at the bottom, short at the top, right? You can even subdivide it like this and simply trade it until the range breaks, after which we can start looking for the bigger levels. Final support ultimately outside of this range really is the 618. There's a lack of confluence. It's not very strong support, but there is a level there. It's not the best level at the moment. There's very little confluence, but it would line up with a nice SFP of this low before we have a bounce. Gentlemen, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was the last update, which was done 2 days ago from the moment I am recording this video right now. And surprise, surprise, what did we have on the chart? We have had a nice drop down into the last level of support that I gave over there, and we have seen almost a 6% bounce since then. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please get a like and a subscribe for this video if you've traded this well? Massive congratulations. I'm very proud. I'm very proud. So what is going on from here on out? What should we look for next? Obviously I have been in a long trade, in a day trade long, traded it extremely well. Simply going along with the plan. There we go. Patience and sticking with the plan reveals. The lesson here once again, and that is what I want to emphasize on in this video before I start the analysis. It really doesn't matter how you feel about your trade or what emotion you have. That is why you need to have a systematic approach to trading, where you make a plan before you get into the trade. Then all you have to do is get into that trade, and simply doesn't matter how you feel about it or what emotion you are or mental state you are in at that moment. Simply make the plan, stick with it, and you will be rewarded. This is the result of making a plan, sticking with it, even though I was not entirely sure whether you know, whether we are going to bounce from there. The plan was simply made, simply executing it. And there we go. A real nice, profitable trade from there on out as we go along. So that brings us to the current situation on Bitcoin. So for you all today, I have the following channel ongoing where I am now, I'm now fully trading. This is an old channel that is unlikely that you will see this anywhere else, because this has been made when I was not really making videos at the time yet. And simply going sideways. This is in May, traded this very successfully, but it now comes back into play as we are trading in the same region between 26,800 and 25,800, giving us a $1,000 range at the moment. Very well respected. Within the tribe, I'm also doing these daily updates where I also said I would really like this little section to be included within the overall range, as that was resistance up until that point. So what I would love to see is actually a rotation of the range to the midline of the channel, so that this entire section can be included and can be seen as one single range. And that is really what we have ongoing at the moment. We've got the rise before potentially a bigger drop, and right now we are establishing a certain structure that we can use to trade from here on out. So how am I looking at it? At the moment, I'm going to divide the chart as follows. I'm going to give you 3 boxes. This is the first box that we're in. It is now completed. We have hit exactly the midline of the channel and the top of this market structure over here. As of now, we are getting a little bit of a reaction from there on out. However, the subdivision of that previous range is as follows, where these highs were resistance and these lows were support. We had a fake out to the downside, came back in, back tested support very technically, and then simply busted out, taking out all these highs, including this section right now. But after getting the rejection, we now have been backtesting that as support, which allows us to construct a third box over here, which gives us the current range of today. And with that, we can now start to look to trade it and refine our trading plan. So what am I looking for next? We got the rise that I anticipated on. I said, you know, multiple times, I would like to see an increase in price before we would see any kind of other drop. Now, the real question is, you might ask yourself, you might already wonder it, is this then the rise that I was looking for? Well, that's a good question, and that is what I'm going to highlight next. So I am a trader that simply looks at market facts, and the facts are currently as follows. If I would just simplify the entire chart and try and make it as easy to understand for you as you can potentially do, as best as I can, to the best of my ability. Simply what I would say is currently we have resistance at 26,800 and we have local support, right, at that 26,200, giving us a $600 range. Now, if we manage to get back above that, we have higher prices to come where I would be looking for $28,000. And if we lose the level, then simply I would be looking once again for the 25,600 region. So it's not an exact level, but it's more like a region. Now, what are the chances that we are seeing higher prices? At the moment, the probabilities are simply in favor of getting a little bit more upside, as long as we are able to hold the $26,200 levels. If we lose it, then lower prices to come, and then this rise, I would say, has been completed more or less, and then we can just search for lower prices again. Until that happens, I remain open for higher prices, such as $28,000, which for me personally is a very big level, because it has a lots of confluence. Even though it has not been tremendously well respected during the rise and the drop, there is a lot of reasons to look for that level to trade from. And that is where my first real level of interest is going to come in once again, should we see another rise in price. So with that, I hope that I've informed you very well on how I'm currently looking at the chart. Give me a short summary of this. Essentially what I'm saying is currently we are in an overall range pretty much between 27,000 and 25,500, more or less, right? In about a $1,500 range. If we start breaking above that, then I'm going to look for $28,000 as a key level to the upside. That currently is the most probable. In the meantime, we are simply ranging here in this small white little box, and which way this is going to break are going to either increase the probabilities of us getting higher prices, which currently is the case. If we lose it, then simply we are looking, or at least I am looking, to simply continue to trade this range. And then obviously if we start losing this level, then only then I'm going to start looking for yet another low on the chart, potentially challenging once again at $24,000 or even lower. But until that happens, simply all that we need is this range. As a day trader, that is what we do, finding those opportunities within subdivisions of the charts, not only all the time chasing the big and massive moves all along. We are here to do this each and every day to come out profitable in the end, even though sometimes losses are part of the game. It's just a game of probabilities. And that is what we are all about here at Thrive Labs. We are having a community. At the moment, we are sold out. However, in a few weeks, probably 2 to 3 weeks, we are going to reopen again in our community. So if you want to learn more about day trading, and if you are looking for somebody to mentor you, then I'm fully at your disposal in this community in a few weeks' time with additional new content being presented to you. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you in advance, and see you simply in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.